And welcome back to part two of this doubleheader action on the SAGU Sports Network this evening. You are now tuned in to the men's basketball game between your SAGU Lions playing host to the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. Both of these teams are extremely athletic. It is going to be a high-flying act all the way through. I would anticipate a lot of dunks, alley-oops, a lot of three-point shots, just a lot of up-and-down movement. But kind of in contrast to that, both of these teams are top 10 teams in the nation in defense. They're great defenders. So it's going to be interesting to see the athletic nature of offense that both of these teams bring to the table, but in a coaching kind of strategic way, how good they both are on defense. So it's going to be kind of a balance of power, if you will, when you think about how this works. And I told my crew a little earlier that this could go one of two ways. It's either going to be 105 to 104, or it's going to be below the average scoring, and I think it'll be the low 70s. But no matter what, I predict it will be close, and it will come down to the last minute or so of action. So you're going to want to stay tuned and stay tight, because this is going to be a very fun game to watch. The athleticism will be off the chart. And one name you're going to want to pay attention to is the double-double king, Joel Polius for your SAGU Lions. Rodriguez is the leading scorer for the Drovers. He comes in. Rodriguez and Hines share they're kind of co-leaders, and they both have 17 points per game. One just has 17.4, the other has 17.3, and then Hall comes in with 16 points a game. So a lot of even scoring and distribution throughout this team. And McCunty also comes in with just over 11 points a game. So four key players for the Drovers that score in the double digits. But as I said, be sure to watch out your Lion, Joel Polius, averaging 15.5 points a game, but more impressively, 13 rebounds a game. This guy is incredible and has a lot of blocks. So we're going to take you courtside right now for the opening prayer and the national anthem and starting lineups. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
These players, as they play, keep them safe from injury. May we glorify you in all that we do and say. We ask these things in Christ's name. Amen. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the junior, number 1, Stephon Hall. At forward, junior, number 2, Dobakar Diakite. At guard, senior, number 3, Cameron Hines. At guard, senior, number 5, Elvin Rodriguez. At forward, senior, number 12, Trenton Sanford. Head coach of the Drovers, Chris Francis. Now for your SAGU Lions. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 3, Noah Bowling. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 10, Joshua Kashila. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 13, Isaiah Bowling. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 14, Nathan Bailey. And at forward, a 6'8" senior, number 24, Joel Polias. Head coach is Delton Deal, assistant coach Emmanuel Aduhi and Darian Davis.
And there you have it. The pregame festivities are over, and it's time for tip-off. Your officials for tonight: crew chief Mark Anthony Edwards, Cal Smith, and Major Phillips. Good refereeing crew tonight in the Schaefer Center. Looks like for the Drovers, we have Hines, Rodriguez, Hall, Sandifer, and Diakite. Joel Polias, the Bowling brothers, and back in action, Josh Kashila. And we're going to get a timeout quickly as the Lions get the possession and get down to their end of the court. And a loose ball, they had to fall on it. Nathan Bailey falls on it and doesn't go out of bounds and calls a quick timeout. 30-second timeout just to save the possession. And Coach Steele loves the possession strategy game. He wants to make every possession count. So there your Lions retain possession. Now inbound by Isaiah Bowling. Kashila looks for it, passes it off from about 24 feet. Noah Bowling gets it cranked up in here with a big three. Hall sees a little bit of a lane. Bowling and Polias force him into a bad pass. Kashila to Bailey. Isaiah Bowling gets it to Kashila. Kashila gets it out to Bailey. A lot of movement, a lot of passing. Kashila forces one, but it goes in from about 16 feet. Lions up with a quick 5-point lead. Hines brings it up all the way down the right sideline. Drovers are patient. Hines with a big three. He's up short. He gets his own rebound though. Great coaching fundamental there. Follow your shot. Hines to Diakite. They're going to say he double dribbled. Now Noah Bowling brings it up. Two good possessions for the Lions, defensively and offensively. Isaiah to Noah Bowling, his brother. Noah cuts all the way through. Great ball movement. Works through Nathan Bailey. was long. That's a long bounce off the rim. Somehow Joel Polius gets his hands on it, and they are going to call Coswell comes in. Polius dominates in the paint. And that's what you got to get used to seeing. He is so strong. He's a different type of paint player than you normally see in the NAIA. So strong. Transferred down from a Division II school. Harding out of Arkansas. You can see both of these teams play hard-nosed defense. And that's what Hines does so well. He comes in shooting 46% from the three-point line. That's why he's one of the leading scorers. They're going to say Nathan Bailey was out of bounds. That was a tough pass delivered by Isaiah Bowling. Bailey was a little bit in jail even before he got on the ground. Just trying to save it. Tried to knock it off the knee, but he landed on the baseline. Drovers taking their time. Bailey gets out, gets his hand on it. Gets it over to Bowling. Bowling, Isaiah Bowling misses it. Almost a stuffed putback by Polius. And they're going to say Isaiah Bowling traveled. Let's see if we can see it here. And that's what Joel Polius does. He brings the level of excitement to an 11 out of 10. Great box out by Isaiah Bowling. Lions get the ball. Lions around the horn. Looking for Polius. Polius to do work. And they're going to say Diakite was pushing him in the back. It's going to be on the ground. Big arm bar. Joel Polius is hard to handle. He is huge. Biggest man on the floor, not only in height, but muscular. Off shot from the perimeter. Not sure that was the shot that you want Sandiford taking. Big man out on the perimeter. And they're going to even, I believe they're going to get Coswell with that foul. And Nathan Bailey says, if you give me the room, I will shoot that three. And you got to get a hand out on Hines. You're just going to have to protect the perimeter wherever he is coming in shooting 46%. But Josh Kashila, back in his first game of the year, connects with an early three-pointer. Hines again showing how dangerous of an offensive threat he is. You cannot leave him alone. Good defense. That's going to go in the books as a block for McConte. Oh, nice pass to Sanford. McConte wasn't ready for it. Squeezed it through the eye of the needle. SAGU comes down with it. And that's a dunk. But an even better assist by Noah Bowling. Gets it to Joel Polius. Easy two-footed dunk. McConte finds it easy to just get in the paint with the left hand. Convert an easy two. Doesn't matter if you dunk it or just kiss it off the glass. Same result. Polius gets his own rebound out after a bad three-point shot. Quick pass down in the paint to Nathan. Wide open Nathan Bailey. This is going to be fun to watch. There's a quick timeout by the Drovers. Head coach Delton Dill, if you were listening in on the women's game, we interviewed him at halftime. He had some very interesting things to say about his team and about how this season is going this year, and the tough loss they took in overtime to Wayland Baptist here in the Schaefer Center. Coach Chris Francis for USAO is definitely got his USAO Drover team tuned up, and they are looking good this year. Undefeated so far in Sooner Athletic Conference play for this 2021 season. They will be a strong contender in the postseason, I can promise you that. That's a charge. They're going to assess that to Hall.
Foul on number 1, Stephen Hall, his first personal.
We will try to keep these names for prospective teams because we have 2 Halls tonight, one for the Lions, one for the Drovers. Number 1 Hall for the Drovers was the one that got this foul there. They're going to call a traveling violation on the Lions. But a Alaric Hall, number 12 for the Lions, is a defensive stopper. They've given him the Hines assignment. Hines, and you saw he couldn't get free to get a good look. He is a scorer. So Hall has got a mismatch. No problem with the rebound by Kashila. They're going to say Kashila took an extra step there. I think I'm going to be with Kashila on this. It did look a little awkward, but he gets 2. 1, 2. That I can see that was awkward, and it did look like a travel. Not sure that it actually was a travel, but no matter what, it was close enough to call.
Substitution for the Drovers, number 5, Melvin Rodriguez.
Rodriguez for the Drovers comes back in, and he replaces Diakite. Caldwell inbounds the ball to Hall. Now Turner's playing defense on Hall, and they're going to get that on the floor. Hall makes a great move to the basket, gets around Howard Turner,
Also number 0, Howard Turner, his first personal.
who is got to get those legs warmed up off the bench. Loose ball. Caldwell saves it, gets it to Hines. Hines trying to do work on Alaric Hall. No good, and that's why Coach Delton Dill goes to the freshman Alaric Hall. His defensive ability is just incredible, causing misses on great offensive players like Hines. Keep your eye on number 12. He's also a great point guard. To be so young, makes great decisions, a lot of assists, few turnovers. Kashila gets a good look at a three-pointer, but it's no good. And in that last substitution, you'll see Dom Ballarreal. Big guy, number 15 for your Lions. Going to be a quick substitution again. Hewley comes in. Joel Polius. Cody Farmer, the three-point specialist and veteran. Oh, that's a pretty looking shot by Caldwell. You leave him wide open. What do you expect? Larry Call penetrates deep into the paint. And he's going to draw a foul. So quick, makes you nervous as a defender. Watch this, nice, just gets deep into the defense. And because he is small and he just knows how to use his body, make the big guys fouling. Great asset in Coach Deal's arsenal. Polius gives it up, gets it out to Carnes, to Cody Farmer, sorry. Cody Farmer makes him pay from three because he is the three-point specialist. Hall gets it down to McCunty. McCunty dishes it back out. Hall sees an opening. It's a little short, bounces long off the rim. Drovers keep the ball. Hall going to drive. Good looking drive. Polius comes down with the rebound. Lions going to press. And that's way off the mark, but Polius gets a great rebound. 360 turnaround off of 1 foot. Tries to jam it in. You love to see this effort. He's up there, but he gets hacked on the arm trying to complete that dunk scenario. He's going to get 2 shots. Watch the rotation on this young man's shot. To be such a big guy, he's got a lovely shot. Great rotation. Shooter's roll. You saw him miss a long three-point shot attempt earlier, but he can actually make those. I have seen him drill 10, 11 in a row from about 25 in practice. So he can really shoot. Got a great touch to be a big man. And I said earlier in the year, my pick for player of the year, Joel Polius. We're going to get an off-the-ball foul. Kind of a moving pick situation. See how he moves into that. Now, the experienced Mark Anthony Edwards, crew chief, has seen that a lot. And you really need to, you're going to come out that far. It's dangerous because those picks get blind. Players get hurt that way. And he's just not going to leave any room for interpretation, although Caldwell did kind of open up on that just a little too early. But that was going to be a give and go type scenario with the pick there on the smaller Alaric Hall. Got to appreciate the referees trying to keep the game as safe as possible as well. Hewley inbounds the ball. Alaric Hall goes in with the bigs. He is fearless. And he really reminds me of a former player named Dominic Rambo. Wow, what an unfortunate scenario there. Great defense by Rodriguez. He bats it right back to Howard Turner, and Turner just reactionary catches the ball, which is not a legal feat. Rodriguez, that was a great move by Rodriguez. Dishes off to McCunty. And then Joel Polius gets a fantastic block. Hewley, pretty good shooting big man, delivers an air ball. That's going to be a travel. Howard Turner applies the defensive pressure onto Rodriguez and forces a little shuffle of the feet. The Lions are up 6. Both teams kind of proving what we were saying a little earlier, that these are defensive specialist teams. And they're going to, oh, wow. That's going to make a pretty highlight, but it is not going to count. Watch this. Let's see if you can see the hook. They're going to get Polius. I don't agree with that, Mr. Edwards in the pinstripes. He did not hook him. He was just quicker in the turn. But as you see, that was an easy flush for Polius. We will chalk that in, mark it for part of the highlight reel. No one will know later that those points didn't count. Noah Bowling back in. Cody Farmer gets it to Bowling quickly. And that was, they're going to count it. They're going to say that's goaltending on Sandifer. No, on McCunty. Wow, it might have been still going up. McCunty made a great play on the ball. It was not in the cylinder, but if it is coming down, you got to leave it alone. McCunty misses from long range. Farmer gets the rebound. Kashila quick to look, quick to fill it. Polius gets another rebound. Kashila! They're going to say no. He traveled first. He was in the paint a long time too. Let's see if we can see the shuffle of the feet here. Yep. Good call. Oh, glides through the air. Put himself in jail, really had no one to pass it to. And came down, and that's a travel. Noah Bowling filling it from long range, but too long. McCunty. Little trouble. Polius playing great defense. Polius gets, and they're going to say Polius hit Hines on the arm. He's not arguing. Don't like to see your big man that far out having to guard the little high-powered scorer. And you got to be disciplined. Sometimes you got to just take what's going to get given there. Close out, stay on the floor, and hope for the best. But Hines is such a good shooter, and everybody knows it. He converts the first two on what will be 3 free throws, because that was a 3-point attempt. Going to probably have to see Polius right out the rest of this half on the bench. Coach Deal knows that he needs Polius's skill set for that whole second half. As long as he can stay out of foul trouble, he stays on the floor a lot. And they're going to say that was a block. And unbelievably, he finishes this by just kind of throwing up a teardrop. Watch this. Goes up real high, you can't even see it, and kisses us off the glass. He's going to get a 3-point opportunity the hard way, the and one. Noah Bowling with extreme concentration. A bit fortunate that that was not called a charge. And he does not convert the free throw after such a wild and crazy attempt that goes in. But he does get 2 out of it. Bowling is going to stay on Hines. Hines running around. Hines with a turnover. Gets it up to Jacob Rainey. Rainey almost blows the bunny, but he does make it. Great fast break connection. Coach Deal has his small team in, but ever so quick. Hines blows another opportunity from short range. Bowling gets it over to Rainey, to Isaiah. Wide open, Kashila, and we know what he can do when he's wide open. That, ladies and gentlemen, a great three-point shooter in Josh Kashila. So good to see him back on the floor in action with his veteran leadership, but his high-powered shooting skills. Great recognition by Isaiah Bowling to get that one more extra pass as they whip it around the horn, and Kashila makes them pay. 12-point lead. A lot of things going right for your Lions. It's a 1-minute timeout. Coach Chris Francis trying to get his Drovers under control a little better. And actually, they're playing really good. Good defense. A lot of just good shots and crazy shots being made by the Lions. But they're also not converting at probably the clip that they're used to. Drovers come in tonight averaging right at 90 points per game with a 15-point differential, meaning that their average win margin over their opponent is 15 points a game, holding their opponents to 74 points a game, and they score right at 90 points a game. So things not going quite as right as I think they're used to. They shoot from the field an average on the season almost 48%, which is good. They also shoot an average of 38% from the three-point line. We'll look at the Lions numbers in just a little bit. That long-range shot was off the mark. Kashila working hard down on the baseline, gets it tipped in, but it just hits the line, which is out of bounds. Look at this, good hard work. Sacrificing his body. Josh Kashila. Bad pass. Kashila's going to make him pay with the left-handed layup. Drovers coming down. Fancy footwork and dribbling skills shown by Rodriguez with an easy two. Rodriguez, co-leading scorer on this team. He needs to get a little more involved in the offense. Oh, nice. Nice move by Nathan Bailey to get wide open in the paint. Watch this, he slides off. He's got the inside sealed off, and that's what you want. Nathan Bailey is running in this smaller group of Coach Delton Dills. He is the tallest man on the floor, coming in at 6'4" tonight, but usually able to play that three spot on the wing. He's a good outside shooter. He's a double threat. He can play well in the paint because he's so long, but he does give up a little height to most of the other bigs. But he plays really big, as you can see, and he's got a skill set that can warrant good paint play. Jacob Rainey with great defense. Just a clean pick, steal, and the extra, and one. Jacob Rainey converts with the left-handed layup. Look at this. Holds off the player with his right arm, showing that he's been in the weight room. And he's going to get an opportunity for a three-point play the hard way. That is off from the charity stripe. Hall says he can't make the action happen. Kind of a bad pass, mishandled by McConte. Wide open, Noah Bowling from 27 feet. Just picked up his dribble, got trouble. Defense backed off. Uncharacteristic for the Drovers. And they're going to call a travel on Hall driving into the middle. Hall can't believe it. This defense, stifling defense. Jacob Rainey got away with a foul there. But the Drovers come in ranked number 5 in the nation on three-point defense. Going to have to play a little bit harder, a little bit better on this great three-point shooting team in the Lions. Nathan Bailey from 3 gets 2 bounces off the rim, no good. Hall looking to make something happen. Coswell, no good. He made his last one from that distance. Rainey. And there's going to be a violation of some sort. Referee Mark Anthony Edwards said that looks like, yep, illegal screen is basically what he got rung up for, and that's Isaiah Bowling. Hines going to bring it up for the Drovers. Great dribbling. Oh, great pass! And that was to Coswell. Coswell misses the reverse, but McConte there to clean it up and convert. Larry Call in now. Showing that he's got a little bit of inside game skill too. That was just a little too hard off the back of the iron. Long bounce. Only Drovers there to pick it up. Let's see. He was wide open. It was not a bad shot selection. I think he might have been surprised at how wide open he was. Hall on Hines. You know Hines can't be excited about that. Hall's a lockdown defensive player. Gets picked. Now the switch, there's a mismatch. I don't know if they'll see it. Nope. Gets it back. Hall's going to have to guard McConte. Doesn't matter because Hall from outside converts the three-point shot. Jacob Rainey wide open from 3. Air ball. They didn't see. Hall was out of bounds, comes back in, gets it in. Gets it to Nathan Bailey. Nathan Bailey looking like James Worthy of the old school with a nice one-handed turnaround. 5-footer. And they're going to get Bailey with the foul. Good move. In there by Diakite. Diakite gets an and one opportunity to get 3 points off of this play. Bailey with a great offensive thing, and he gets back just a little late, gets involved with that foul. I do believe that is his first foul. Bowling comes out. Cody Farmer in. Hewley in. 2 3-point shooters. They're going to send Jacob Rainey to the bench. So they won't have 6 players on the floor. Bailey gets it in to Alaric Hall. Hall gets it down to a wide open Hewley. Hewley elects not to shoot. He's 0 for 1 from the 3-point line, which is where he likes to shoot from, even though he's a big man. Long. Alaric Hall gets his hand on it. Kashila gathers it in. Almost goes over and back. Somehow he didn't. Alaric Hall now. Makes everyone nervous when he has the ball, defensively speaking. Caldwell hit his last one. That was nothing but the bottom of the net, but the referees are going to wave that one off and say He took too many steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That was obvious. Unfortunately, but Caldwell is hot. So you might want to find him a little more. Seems to have the hot hand. Hewley just works it around the horn. Alaric Hall breaking ankles. Oh my goodness. Gets a good look at it. Just a little too hard off the glass. Oh, Diakite with a good strong move. Uses all of the rim, but he converts. Coach Dill calling for more ball movement. Josh Kashila with his third three-pointer of the game. Just feeling it in this first half. Right at 3 minutes left. And they're going to call that a 5-second violation on Hines. And as I had spoken earlier about that, Alaric Hall, defensive specialist. I don't know that there's going to be another comparison that you can make of a better defender in the NAIA. This freshman brings a defensive skill set like none other, and I mentioned the incomparable comparison to Dominic Rambo. He just kind of reminds you with that kind of quickness. Former Lions player, two-time player of the year in the NAIA, just at a 5'10" stature. That young man went on to play professional basketball overseas, still does. He has left a legacy mark on SAGU. Could we see another one of those type players in Alaric Hall being made right now? And speaking of Hall for the Drovers, he's got 2 free throws. He converts the first and the second. Trying to keep this game in reach. Just an 11-point game for the Lions. Now the Drovers got a full court press going. I don't want to say easily broken, but it was broken by the Lions offense. Cody Farmer wide open. You do not want to leave him wide open. Farmer. We're going to call Josh Kashila with the block. He felt like he stood his ground and was there. We're going to look at the replay here. Let's see. He's down there. He's set. Yeah, I mean, slight movement with the upper body. His feet seem to have gotten there. And that's just a bang-bang play. Could go either way. Hall misses his first of the 2. Hewley gets the ball into Noah Bowling's hands. Oh, nice touch pass by Alaric Hall. And the freshman Valerial blows it. They're going to say that's SAGU ball. Howard Turner now in for Alaric Hall. Great work, young man. Noah Bowling gets it up to it. Howard Turner, who wasn't looking, but his quick cat-like reflexes saved Oh my goodness. Conte timed that perfectly, slaps it off the glass. Now he's going coast to coast. McConte with Magic Johnson. Type moves from the east to the west. And they're going to say Hewley traveled. Hewley's just not been able to get it going offensively today. And they're going to see Isaiah Bowling coming in for Hewley. Hewley, a freshman. And that was just kind of a broken play there. As you see, slips. A little contact, but I think maybe a wet spot on the floor or something. Somehow, Ellis slips down and just tries to get a shot off, but right into Valerial's hands on. And let's see, they're going to reset the shot clock. Sounds like they want to go to 16 with it, and they do. Reset that to 16 because it was actually not a shot. It did not hit the rim. Hall comes up short. Diakite gets the rebound. Caldwell out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to make something happen. Goes up a teardrop. Valerial comes down with it. And he gets it off to the Bowling brothers. Noah Bowling off to the races. Gets it. To Valerial. And he travels. True freshman, number 15, Dom Valerial. He'll clean that up as he plays more. Gets more used to the high, frantic pace and speed of his team. Here comes Rodriguez. To Hall. Hall rattles it in. Moore kind of rolls it around. An awkward looking three, but nonetheless, it is three. They finally cut it into single digits. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. About 10 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Valerial just can't get it to go. A little timid of the defense. Oh, that's a great pass and catch by Diakite to finish it off. And they're going to just give a delay of game warning. They're going to assess that to McConte. Refs are conferring, just making sure they're going to get, they're going to say that is the second delay of game warning, and that's going to go in the books as a technical foul, which gives 2 shots. That's a 2-shot foul. Cody Farmer will get it, and because it was already going to be the SAGU Lions possession, they will get these 2 shots and possession. So this could be an easy, and by the way, Cody Farmer just made those 2. This could be a 4-point, maybe even a 5-point swing. Just as the Drovers had really dipped into the lead, cut it to 7. They're going to say that's a travel. So the Lions don't take advantage of the technical foul gift. Well, they kind of do. They get 2 out of it, but you got a free possession. You need to make good with it. It's a 9-point lead for the Lions. Cody Farmer goes to the bench. They get Hewley back in. Nathan Bailey back in. Howard Turner's in. The quick hands by Noah Bowling. Almost creates a turnover. He knocked it out, and it's going to be Drover ball on the side by the SAGU bench. And Conte will inbound it. Bad pass. Not even really a bad pass. It just had to be a quick pass. So he throws it with a lot of zip on it to Rodriguez, and it goes out of bounds. So that is the first half. A lot of action there. These guys are playing right into their averages. We'll see how the second, well, at least SAGU is a little bit over their average. And the Drovers are a little bit under their average. So we'll see. That's a 9-point lead for your Lions, sitting in a good spot, but with a team like the Drovers and a three-point assassin in Hines, who did not get much action in the end, we will see. That could change. 9-point lead is not much in a game like this. We will be back after these messages and halftime festivities go on. We'll be back in just a few minutes with some update on the stats of the game. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
Where online makes really good sense is when you're kind of not the typical, I just graduated from high school and I want to have a college experience.
I chose distance education because I was busy. I mean, I knew that our lives were kind of all over the place, everything that we were doing, and I wanted something that was flexible.
My degree at SAGU allowed me to still be a mom and an educator and get my degree online. I was able to tuck my kids into bed and get everything that I needed to get done, and while laundry was going, I was studying.
If you have any questions, certainly give me a call, shoot me an email, and I'll be glad to help any way I can.
We have an asynchronous program, so videos are going, students are accessing the course on their own schedule, which is a convenience of online education. So the online provides the way to get the academic credit that you need to advance your career path, advance your learning and your skills.
Well, a lot of what we were doing with our resident assistants was preparing them to teach their halls. And then of course I'd have the opportunity to teach as well. So I was training, but then I was also teaching the whole dorm. And so I found that a lot of the tools that I was getting from my classes was really helping me to prepare my RAs and to prepare myself to minister to our students.
My master's degree in education at SAGU allowed me to have a bigger influence on more than just students, but also educators. With the door that this degree opened, I was able to take this position that really didn't exist before I graduated, and I was able to move into that.
In SAGU's philosophy, we want to connect students with a faculty member that is curating the content, and they are providing the content we feel is important for that particular course the way that it is presented in SAGU's distinctive.
I loved the way that they would give you quality feedback. It's not just a grade, but I want to know what you think about my work.
My professor was fabulous, just was always there for me that entire semester, and I was able to graduate exactly when I expected to.
The fact is, there is no back row in an online classroom. You can't get in the back of the class. You're either online and engaged or you're not doing the work.
The number one thing is their passion for students. The customer service here, they're going to help you get across that finish line and do everything they can do to help you get there. This is a place where if you've already in your career, you know what you want to do, and you just need that extra skill set, you need that help to prepare you to be more successful. This is a very practical place to get your degree.
Honey, have you applied to that school yet?
Not really into purple.
SAGU. Never say no to a lion.
The NAIA level is highly competitive. I know that a lot of NCAA schools will have opening round games with a lot of NAIA schools, and those are very close games a lot of times, and it's a highly competitive level, and it's been a great situation for me, and I think it's a great situation for a lot of my teammates and a lot of my peers.
What we're looking for is students in the church leadership program and any of our vocational ministry programs is somebody who has a passion for Christ, a passion for people, somebody who has an element of seriousness, but they'll be transparent and be people of integrity.
I'm looking for students that are going to invest their lives in the life of a student that says, I know how tough adolescence can be.
This degree is tailor-made for that unique life, trying to help individuals really learn all that goes into the unique realities of church leadership.
What we've done is make this degree a great combination. They're able to pick and choose various ministry classes and really get a wide range, a well-rounded view of church life. It's like build your own degree if you feel the desire or the calling.
We're equipping students that if in 10 years they say, well, God's moving me out of youth ministry, out of children's ministry, well, they can become some other type of associate. They can go into pastoral ministry.
We're increasing the internship component that goes alongside this degree. And so, this gives a good potential. A student can be plugged into a single church for 3 semesters. They could be plugged into 3 different churches.
If it's children and family classes, then, for example, there's one called Creative Methods, ballooning, juggling, clowning, all of those kinds of things that we're going to cover. We also have a course called Issues in Childhood and Family Life. How do we do care for people who've gone through abuse and neglect and divorce and all the tough things that come in life, especially in the lives of kids?
I discovered that along with other things that I had been doing.
And in pastoral leadership, they're going to get courses such as ministerial ethics. They're going to get courses like pastoral leadership itself, but then they'll also pick up things like hermeneutics and systematic theology to go along with preaching courses and pastoral counseling courses.
They're going to be learning, some of the practices of ministry, certainly, how to communicate, how to lead a service, how to, develop ministry, but they're also going to learn a lot about dealing with people, things like how to help a church turn around one that's been struggling, or how to plant a new ministry.
Whenever I talk to freshmen, I say, don't think that you're purchasing a 4-year degree. Said you're investing in a lifelong relationship. Ministry can be a very lonely place, and our role is that they know they always have a friend at Southwestern.
Ministry is not necessarily the easiest thing they'll get into, but it's something that they commit themselves to, not because of their it's a profession, but because it's a passion in their heart.
Jesus gave us a lot of indications of that, showing us that in His kingdom, leadership will operate differently than it does in the world around us. The sense of servant leadership, working with individuals who maybe at times are in deep distress, trauma, great need. So degrees in church leadership are there to help address that.
At Southwestern, we endeavor to offer more than the average college curriculum, producing men and women whose lives are pleasing to God, and that's worth everything.
And there you have it. The halftime festivities have been had. And we are under a minute left before we get the action going again. Hopefully you've been able to digest those game stats. And it's a fairly close look statistically, except for the fact that the Drovers have committed 17 first half turnovers. And you know that's got to be driving Coach Francis crazy. I mean, you don't want double digits at all in any one half. That's just going to be above average no matter what. But Coach Dill can't be happy about 11 in the first half either. But to have 17, that is abnormally high. And you're kind of seeing a little bit of that being the storyline for the Drovers. Just too many turnovers. 9-point lead for the Lions. But between Rodriguez and Hines, their level of ability to get buckets is very high. So 9 points is not a secure lead at all. So you kind of got to have the mentality you come out, start this game at 0-0. Polius sneaks in for an easy two. And that's what he's done. Most exciting player in NAIA. Diakite is just going to try to do the same thing. Polius got to be careful. He's got 2 fouls. Doesn't want to get an early foul. Coach Dill wants to keep him on that floor as much as he can. Bailey, too long. Another rebound. Kind of not a great pass by Polius, but not a bad pass. Isaiah Bowling drills a 23-footer. Hall trying to create, gets it out to Hines. Hines can shoot. You don't want to ever just have an uncontested shot with him. He shoots at about a 46% clip. Very nice move by Josh Kashila. He says it's like riding a bike. You just get back on and you do what you do. Hines out to Rodriguez. I believe they're going to call that a control foul. And Josh Kashila picks up kind of what you would know as the charge. So foul on Hines. Hines, Hall, Rodriguez, Diakite, and Sandifer on the floor for the Drovers. The Bowling brothers, Nathan Bailey, Kashila, and Joel Polius on the floor for the Lions. Polius, he can shoot that. You don't hate that if you coach Dill. Good hard move by Rodriguez. Left-handed, sneaks one in from about 6 feet out. That's a tough shot, and that's what we mean. You haven't even seen Rodriguez get hot yet, but he can shoot. Bailey trying to left-handed. That's just good, tight defense on the Drovers. Got Isaiah Bowling, although he got the rebound, got into an awkward jail position down there in the paint and could not get his balance without traveling. Well, that's a quick whistle. And they're going to ring up Kashila with that. No, 14. They're going to get Nathan Bailey with that one. It's going to be on the floor. So inbound. Well, first they're going to clean up a little bit of moisture on the floor. Looking for a dry towel. And it looks like they did get it cleaned up on the floor. Now we can get back to some basketball action. Hines to throw the ball in. Gets to Diakite. Hines. He can shoot from anywhere on the floor. Good defense. Hall going to try to create. Polius with a block. Unbelievable. At least 11 and a half feet out. Polius gets the tip. And that's going to be, it doesn't matter. Refs call it good. If it would have bounced out, it still would have been good because it would have been goaltending. Great defensive awareness by the Lions. Lead is 13. They're going to say Isaiah Bowling got a little too much body as he was playing help defense in the corner. Was on the floor. Diakite with the 17-footer. Kashila playing up and around the rim, gets the rebound after Bailey keeps it alive. Bowling to Bowling. Kashila's in jail. He gets it out. Isaiah Bowling in the corner. They're going to get it down to Polius. Polius is going to try to do a quick spin. He gets hacked on the arm. Can't believe he didn't get the call. It goes a little long. They're letting him play here in the Schaefer Center. Oh, beautiful play. Mr. Hines showing he's not just a shooter, he's a scorer. Kind of a bad shot by Kashila. You don't see him make those too much. Oh, Hall just stops from about 25 and just fills it. So he lets it loose and it goes in. That's a quick little run to take this down from a 15-point lead to a 9-point lead, 8-point lead, I'm sorry. There's a 1-minute timeout taken by Coach Dill and the Lions. You see Kashila really contributing offensively with 13 points already. First game back. And that's why the fans couldn't wait for Josh Kashila to get back, because he is just a scoring threat. But he's also high IQ player, doesn't make many mistakes. And his veteran leadership, that senior leadership, just brings so much to the floor. You could see this team really respond around that. Now you have the Bowling brothers still on the floor. Nathan Bailey, Joel Polius, and off the bench, Cody Farmer. Again, I remind you, the three-point assassin. Oh, bad pass by Noah Bowling. You don't see that much. McConte with the two-handed slam. Nathan Bailey, a little short, off to the right. Oh, Joel Polius gets his hands on it. Diakite. Oh, that's going to be called against Isaiah Bowling. Bowling had his ground. I'm going to have to disagree with Mr. Mark Anthony Edwards on that one. That might be just a let her play kind of scenario. But again, you're trying to keep it safe. Oh, that's going to be off. Oh, bad call. That actually went off of Isaiah Bowling. Look at this here. It's going to be interesting, but oh, no, it didn't. Good call. I take it back by the baseline ref. Cow. Polius. That's going to get waved off. And that, they're going to call that on Polius. I'm not sure how. That's just a 50. I mean, they're fighting for a position. They're going to. Okay, let me set this up. I'm seeing what's happening here. Refs are talking about it. So the baseline referee is covering what happens in the paint. And the shot, although he's covering the action in the paint, it was a perimeter shot, not his call to make if anything happens out on the perimeter. At that time, crew chief Mark Anthony Edwards was out there, and there was nothing to call out there on the perimeter, so the shot was good. That's a 3-point advantage or make for the Drovers. But an off-the-ball foul in the paint, and they assess that to Joel Polius. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Deal does with the 3 fouls on Polius. Nice move. Polius helps out Bowling. Couple rebounds for Polius. The strength and the putback. Way off by Rodriguez. Uncharacteristic. Noah Bowling to his brother Isaiah Bowling. Isaiah Bowling gets some friendly rolls. McCunty couldn't quite get all of his hands on it. Man, that could have gone either way. Little floater by Cody Farmer. You don't see him do that much, but when he does, it goes in. Diakite not really making himself available for McCunty to get him the ball. Gets out of system there and kind of not a bad shot, but not a great shot. Hewley fakes the 3, comes in, lays a really bad brick from about 16. Oh, a lot of steps, but they're going to say he got pushed. Hines, sneaky player down there. His dribbling skills are off the charts. Yep, no real travel there. Dishes it. And that's going to be on the ground foul, though. Didn't see who that went against, but Joel Polius comes out. Larry Call comes in. Good defense by Hewley. Tips it out of bounds. Larry Call on Hines. Hines can't be happy about that. you don't want to ever see a Larry Call playing one-on-one defense with you, man-to-man. That was a great move. Now Hewley can shoot that. He's a good long-range threat, but he gets it out to the assassin, the three-point assassin. Cody Farmer makes him pay again. Oh my, Sandifer shoots a long-range three. Hewley calls for it out in the middle. They break it down. Great patience by this young Lions team. Larry Call trying to figure it out. What does he want to do? Gets it out to Hewley. Surprise, Hewley passed that up. Not a great pass by Hewley to Villarreal. He'll learn that. That chemistry will come with time and experience. Ellis. And they're going to... Yeah, they're going to get a Larry Call with that. Just a little too much body contact. Cody Farmer kind of forced him into it. And Larry Call, a little too much body on him. He's saying, having a little conversation with the ref and say, I'm not using my hands. I can use my feet and stay in front. So he's arguing for it. But you can't use your body to take the real estate of the opponent out of play. Not especially when they have the ball. That will be a foul every time. And again, the quicker Drovers Hall saw the mismatch defensively on him with Cody Farmer. Cody Farmer is an offensive threat, not a defensive threat, although he is really upped his defensive game, and he creates, he gets at least 1 to 2 turnovers, creates turnovers against his opponents. So he is definitely improved in that area. Hall converts both. Larry Call for the Lions trying to create some space. They do. Real with the alley-oop reverse. That was beautiful. Dom Villarreal. Here come the Lions. Larry Call, not great floor spacing there. Kind of put Villarreal in some trouble. He gets his hands on it. Dom playing hard. I think they may call that a jump ball. They will. That was tough. 2 of the bigs for the Drovers. On him and tied the ball up. It's a big young man. I've stood beside him. He makes me feel really small. That's number 15, Dom Villarreal. McCunty, a little bit bigger than Isaiah Bowling, and shows it. Easy 2. Little catch and shoot. Even though he got tangled up with Diakite, that was nothing but the bottom of the net. Here they come. The Lions are on the run. What will they do? He sees Farmer open. Farmer with a fake loses his dribble. Kind of broken play. Could have been dangerous. And another turnover for the Drovers. Just the ball got slippery on Hall. Tries to get it to Hines, but tosses it out of bounds. And that's going to be a 60-second timeout. Assessed to the Drovers. Need to get a little break in the action and quell some of this seemingly ever-going momentum that the Lions have right now. They turn the ball over. They're not playing extremely clean basketball, but everything just seems to be bouncing the right way for the Lions. I'm sure if you're a Drovers fan, you feel that way. And Coach Francis is trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat right now and find some momentum for his own team. Hall has 11 points. Diakite contributing 9 and 3 rebounds. And Hines with 13. Hines can run that number up. He's only 3 off of his season average of 16. He can get that real quick. One shot. I'm sure he's not done for the night. But if Alaric Hall has anything to say about it, he will not be doing a lot of scoring. And you can see in kind of the game stat storyline, the 3-point differential there, 48% for the Lions. That is shooting great from the 3. Checking in on the OCU Central Christian of Kansas game. They're playing in Kansas tonight. Central Christian up. This is OCU's first game out of the box in the season so far. So, although OCU notoriously fields a great team every year, they probably are not in regular season form yet. If you like to get on the social medias, be sure to open up your chat box or your comment section on your Facebook, or tweet at us, SAGU Sports Net. Let us know your thoughts on this game. Who's going to win? Predict the score. Get involved. Engage with us. We will post it up as we put our data center up. You will see your name, your tweet, your quote, your chat in highlights there underneath the picture. Engage with us. And this is a lot longer than a 1-minute timeout. I'm not sure. I'm a little disconnected because I'm up in the press box from what is actually going on. But there was a little bit of a controversy. I think they got it sorted out, and it's going to be SAGU ball. And the Drover bench getting into action, urging defense from the players on the court. Alaric Hall getting it down to Dom. Valerial goes strong to the hole. Misses it though. Coach Dill right there at the under 10-minute mark. Hines gets it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez can shoot. Touches the top part of the shot clock, and that is out of bounds. So that will not be a turnover necessarily, but it will be SAGU ball. Sheila gets it down to Polius. Polius resets it for a half court set and play. And out of that play, Isaiah Bowling knocks down a 22-footer. McCunte off the mark, and again a big bounce goes over the backboard. That is out of bounds. Lions content with being patient. Nathan Bailey with the left-handed underhand floater from the side, kiss off the glass, and it goes in. And that's going to be a travel. That's the second time Ellis has slipped on the ground. May want to check into the bottom of his shoes. See if he's got the appropriate tread. Here we go. It is just so easy and smooth for Josh Kashila. Gets it out to Hines. Hines creates. He's off the mark. He is finding it hard to get the ball in the bucket with a Lair call on him. Jacob Rainey waiting to check in, and the referee says, "Come on in, young man." And he tags Isaiah Bowling to come in. Ellis trying to make something happen. Coswell, he can shoot. That's short. McCunte gets the rebound, hands it off to Coswell. Coswell makes it happen. A couple of rebounds in that set. A couple putbacks. Larry Call lays a brick off the front of the iron. Wow. Conte with a pretty three from the wing. Uh-oh, Nathan Bailey can shoot that. It's short though. Rainey gets the rebound. Larry Call backs it out, says let's reset it and try it again. Kashila gets a little extra body action. Fortunately, he didn't get a push-off call. Caldwell misses another three. Fake, and Hall converts the three-point shot. 15-point game. And there's a little timeout called. It's a full timeout called by Coach Delton Dill of your SAGU Lions. I'm going to go back to the data center. Rob Blakeney says, enjoying our commentators. Well, thank you, Dr. Blakeney, one of our illustrious graduate school commanders. Great game. Both teams having their own problems. Let's go, SAGU. Some of the Lion Pride weighing in on what they're seeing tonight. It is true. The Drovers are not converting at the clip that they are used to converting. Now, there's not a lot of time left, and you can look at the scoreboard and go, well, that's a 15-point lead. But I can tell you that the Drovers are very dangerous and very capable of putting up a lot of numbers quickly. Remember, they average almost 90 points a game, right at 89.5 points a game. They can score. And usually teams that can score that much can do it quickly. So, no time to tune out. Down to Polius. Polius over to Bailey. Bailey, nice jumper, but it's too long. And that's a great rebound by Josh Kashila. Oh, great dish! Noah Bowling to Nathan Bailey. Cutting the baseline. That's pretty. Diakite runs that baseline really hard and then just makes himself so slim, cuts through the defenders. Watch as he turns and just makes that look incredibly easy. And he's going to get an opportunity to make this a three-point play. From the free throw line, and he does. Kashila throws it long. Wise pull up by Noah Bowling. No need to shoot with a lot of time left on the shot clock. Coach Dill has his team playing smartly. Great pass down to Joel Polius in the paint. Somehow he reels it in. Puts it right back up. Great conversion. Ellis slips out of his hand. A lot of black jerseys there to collect the rebound offensively, and they convert. Nathan Bailey. They break the press pretty easy. Noah Bowling from, I believe, 31.5 feet. And they're going to say, there's a timeout being, nope. Too many, a little bit of the bench was on the floor, so referees corralling them in, saying, hey, stay on the sideline. So no timeout. And that was a big three by Noah Bowling. Here come the Drovers. Hall gets it off to Hines. That just looked awkward coming off of, there's very little rotation. Hines still playing defense. Nathan Bailey, Hines on the floor trying to create something. And that's going to be 10 seconds. Great defense by the Drovers. And that's one way to create some positive momentum. Start it on defense, create a turnover. And Hines just reminding the referees it is illegal to hit a shooter's hand in the act of shooting. Hall converts another long three. Good defense. It's kind of a token. Oh, Caldwell just rips it away from Noah Bowling. Oh my goodness. Wow, Diakite playing large in the paint. Getting the rebound and then an easy putback. That's a 5-point turnaround really quickly. Then about 15 game seconds. Isaiah Bowling. They're going to say, they're not going to say, but Bailey and Polius got caught looking. Polius still had his foot in the lane, never cleared the lane. A rare 3-second call. Just another turnover. It's an opportunity for the Drovers. They're on a 5-0 run. Hall, no good. Cleared out by Polius. Another one of his many, many rebounds tonight. Oh my goodness, Josh Kashila, so fast, so fast. Great conversion. Caldwell trying to make something happen, and he got caught in jail and just threw it up. Bad shot. And, wow, thought we were going to see a big flush. Woo! Doesn't look like he's missed a step at all. Just, I would say he looks well rested. Polius gets a rebound. They poke it away. Bowling. Long play because Sheila was cherry picking the whole time. And he gets another 2. What a comeback day for Josh Kashila. And I am sure his team is super excited for a comeback game like this. Kashila with 26 points and 6 rebounds. Wow. And again, the doctor of double-doubles, number 24, Joel Polius. 12 points, 10 rebounds. He does it again, ladies and gentlemen. He averages 15 points and 13 rebounds. Now, he set out almost half of the first half. This young man is so good. This is a very young SAGU Lions team, by the way. And not a whole lot of chemistry there. And with the COVID situation the way it is, you know, it's really caused a lot of scheduling and timing things to get disjointed. And so the practicing has not been what a coach would really like it to be. And they're just, every team is in this scenario. And they're working through it the best they can. But this is not what you would, we're in mid-season right now, ladies and gentlemen. But no team is in mid-season form at all. So some good things. You're seeing some great looking things by your Lions team. But they're still kind of early season form. And you should be very excited about the near future coming at you when this team really gets solidified with the way they play together. Somehow Noah Bowling. Wow. Somehow Noah Bowling gets loose, gets it out to Isaiah Bowling. Isaiah Bowling sees Joel Polius kind of open. McConte's there, and just enough body to disrupt an absolute flush alley-oop. I just want you to pay attention to this big man's shooting form. It is flawless. He makes the first of his free throws. Usually the big guys don't have a great reputation of making free throws. He is one of the best big man free throw shooting players I have ever seen. Rodriguez trying to create some room. Gets the shot off, but it's short. And I'm going to call that a little too handsy on Rodriguez. Bowling faked the shot. Rodriguez gets his hands in the cookie jar. Couldn't get it out in time. Ellis replaces Rodriguez. Under 2 minutes. Pretty much over. Just how do you want to end this? Got to keep playing hard if you're the Drovers. I disagree with that, but I do not wear a whistle, so it doesn't matter. My opinion on that. But that was a clean pick. And referee felt like he saw a little bit of body contact. Now, if there was any contact, that is a good call because you can't go over a man's back. But even Kashila is having that conversation. I think he said, I didn't touch him. I got all ball. I was able to tip it to myself. Hines converts. 19-point game. They're trying to get Polius the big-time dunk, get this crowd excited. Oh, my. That was a pass, but what an athletic move by McCunty. Hopefully we can get that on the replay. That was one of those highlight reel type of plays. Awkward. Somehow, McCunty gets like a 180 and is able to get that ball in. He made it look easy, actually. Diakite with 16 points. Hines with 18 points. McCunty with 15, 7 rebounds. He's had a big game. A lot of work done by Gerard McCunty. Actually 17 points. That's updated now. 17 points, 7 rebounds. He's 6 points above his average. Here come the Lions. Just want to try to play solid and sound, fundamentally good basketball. Hines working very hard on defense, cutting Noah Bowling. He missed. Maybe you can see this. Polius follows up just in case the foul was not called. And that's a putback, ladies and gentlemen. But the whistle was called, so no basket and Noah Bowling to shoot 2 free shots. Just under a minute. Here come the Drovers. Sandifer's been asking for that 3-point shot. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Not too bad for a big man. Nathan Bailey, a little surprised McCunty didn't challenge that, and it was easy, but he converted with ease as well. And that slips out of Hall's hands. When it rains, it pours. USAO really has nothing to hang their head about. They have come in and played extremely hard, just not falling in the basket like they normally expect it to and prove. And that is a little push by Hines there, contact, and that is why Kashila got the extra, but he misses it. On the verge of getting 30. Hines gets a last-ditch effort. Clock keeps running. And they're going to give Kashila another opportunity to get that 30 with an on-the-floor foul, but they are in the bonus. So he will get to shoot 2 shots. See, referees are trying to clear it up with the scoreboard. What's happening? And actually, they're not in the bonus, so that's going to be an inbounds play. So Sheila doesn't really get the opportunity. And the handshakes are being made. 10 on 10. Kunte and Kashila, each team's player of the game, exchanging pleasantries, and now they can't really do the old line up in the handshake in the COVID times here, but so they're all waving each other as they go into their respective locker rooms. And a little bit anticlimactic ending because such a great lead and just kind of running out the time. And that is not as exciting of an ending to a game for all the basketball fans, but if you're a Lions fan, you were really impressed because your Lions hang 99 points on a very, very tough USAO Drovers team. And I think that is what you can expect to see a lot more of from this very young and talented SAGU Lions ball club here in the near future. There are your in-game stats. Lions end up shooting a great 50% from the field, but even better 52% from the three-point line. That's hard to do, ladies and gentlemen. And 35 rebounds. Joel Polius pulls off another double-double. I don't really see a game that he's not going to have a double-double. He may very well be the player of the year when it's all said and done. And that will be exciting. But Kerry Woodson says cash is king tonight, and it is true. It was so good to see Josh Kashila come out very hot, playing like he's not had any time off. And he felt like he was in mid-season form. So congratulations to the player of the game, Josh Kashila. And welcome back. Well, that does it for our broadcast tonight. My name is John Cookman. I've been your commentating and analysis provider this evening, but this has all been made possible by a great student crew running the cameras and the switchers and the graphics. And these guys work really hard, and we want to tip our cap to a great produced broadcast by our producer James Lex and our wonderful student crew. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week as the SAGU Sports Network puts on another doubleheader of men's and women's basketball. I'm John Cookman, and this is the SAGU Sports Network.